There you go.
Oh, it's not showing up on my screen, but I'm on the internet.
I think so.
Are people freaking out now? Oh, somebody put, oh, it's Will. Will put, that's at least 9 cocks on this.
So,
oh, it has to do an ad first?
where's the ad? Where's the sound coming from? Just there.
If you're able to see me at this point, we're learning. Yeah, this t-shirt is amazeballs. This is my newest t-shirt. I buy like one article of clothing every 6 months. And this is the new article of clothing. So I'll probably get one more garment in 2020 and that'll be it. Absolutely nothing is cooking right now. Although Eric went into the kitchen, holy crap, he is cooking up.
I haven't had any breakfast.
Hold on, what is this? Oh, you're gonna put the peel in here?
Yeah, I'm gonna put the peel in here. Otherwise, what are you gonna do? You know?
Just put it on the couch.
I don't want to put it on the couch. I gotta be civilized.
I'm not civilized.
Where
We could order pizza.
Are we gonna order a pizza today? Is it okay to order a pizza?
We don't know if it's okay to order a pizza, and we haven't yet. Although Domino's in Japan doesn't normally have this deal, but since everything went down pandemic style, they have offered buy one get one free for all delivery.
They have an end of the world special?
No, they didn't write it that way. I mean, I am smart. I see what they're doing there. They are definitely appealing to me.
All right, let's see here. What do we got? Okay, so the way that we have this set up is we have my phone, which doesn't look that good, but we don't have like a setup for live streaming because it's not our gig. Like we don't usually do this, so we don't have like the cables to hook up our nice camera and then all the software and all that nonsense. So we're using our phone, which is why it looks meh. And then I'm looking past the phone to the television where the chat is.
Yeah, maybe we'll put the telephone right there. We'll look like newscasters. And everybody will think that we're really good at this.
I've never understood how newscasters look like they're looking at the screen. Is it some sort of magic screen where they can read that's like in front of the
Are we talking
lens?
about newscasters?
Yeah. Like how does that?
No, it's magic.
Why don't teleprompter people always look like they're looking just a little off? Like they look like they're looking dead on.
That's what they're doing. Oh, so that, well,
They're
sometimes.
doing a good job.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job. It's called talent.
All right, let's take a look here.
In Tokyo, we're in Asakusa.
Near Sensoji, the famous temple.
This is crazy. What's your go-to quarantine food? I basically eat like I'm in quarantine every week anyways, so it's just stockpiled stuff that's in the cupboard.
I'd say that the
What the hell is that?
They can give like a super tip or something. I don't know what it's called.
What?
Yeah. Thank you so much. That's awesome.
That is so cool.
I saw something that I wanted to say something to, and then we got distracted by the giant gold thing.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, what are we eating?
So
basically, in quarantine, I am eating those curry packets and stew packets that I had shown a video of maybe 6 months ago or something like that. I'm having that quite a bit. I'm having pasta. Pasta is happening quite a bit.
Hold on, I gotta tell the story. I gotta tell the story of going to a supermarket with you, and like we went there. It wasn't really a supermarket. It's like a.
It's the place where people go that own a restaurant to buy like big size stuff. Because Costco exists here, but it's not like the old school way of doing it. This is the old school way that a restaurant would go and get things. So you get like a jug of things like this big.
A wholesale store, but it's not super big. It's just like the standard things that people would need, and pasta's one of the things in it.
Bye, Josh.
Bye. we didn't go banana. We didn't go there for the pasta noodles. We went there for teriyaki sauce, which is we go there and get a big tub of teriyaki sauce because we eat teriyaki chicken something every night. And so we go there, and Eric, he's going around doing his shopping, and I got the teriyaki sauce, so I thought to myself, I don't really care anymore about what's in this store, so I was just wandering around. He comes over and he's like, all right, I'm totally done. He's got 4 kilos of spaghetti noodles in his basket.
I would like to clarify, I was not hoarding them. There was a lot there. Like I just got like a little like 1% of what they had.
That was 1%.
They had like a lot.
Hold on, so there was like 400 kilos
Well,
over
I mean,
there?
maybe I exaggerated a little bit, but
Yeah. It's 1%.
how do you
Do
take
you guys eat rice? Yeah, we eat rice.
only all the time?
Can you have popcorn? Yeah, we have popcorn. We even have one of when we first came here. They didn't really have the poppable popcorn, like the microwave one, the little like fold out. You know what I'm talking about? You put it in the microwave like this. Yeah, they didn't used to have that, but that's become popular, so you can get it now. That's still called hoarding.
Nigeria. Really? Somebody from Nigeria is watching us? That's amazing.
What's happening in Nigeria?
I don't know.
Let me get in this chat.
You're in the chat.
I know.
Do they have edamame pasta in Japan? Edamame pasta. I don't know.
Yes, they at least have pasta that's green. I don't know if it's made out of edamame.
Dudes, I saw blue curry a couple days ago at the supermarket.
Oh yes, you did.
Yeah. Yeah, I can put a picture of I can't because it's on there. I was gonna say I'll share it on the Instagrams, but it's the bot is busy. Whoa, they sent like a dog?
Yeah.
No. Oh wait, no, hugging a heart. Is that his heart? Or is it somebody else's
Maybe it's made
heart?
out of a heart. Could be either. Everybody wants to see your island.
I know, but my island is not in a good shape right now. Right now, my island is covered in red circles that I put everywhere to measure out the squares so that I can place things properly on a grid.
Because
it's a disaster at the moment.
I introduced to him that his island was a bit ratchet.
The issue was, we're talking about Animal Crossing, anyways, confused. But the issue with my island was that I was like, I want fruit. So I just built these forests of fruit trees that you couldn't walk through. And it turned into a disaster, and all my islanders started complaining about that they were getting lost in the woods.
You're getting lost in the woods.
Somebody wants to see my shirt. I can't really see my shirt.
Nigeria is okay. Everybody in Nigeria is all right.
That's okay. That's good to know. This is my shirt. I think you can see it now. It says "Save Ballsack." Oh, Brad. Thank you.
Look at the big
toilet
doodle.
The toilet paper situation in Japan is.
I can tell you the toilet paper situation in Japan.
Katie can tell you.
So we went to the store on Tuesday. We're trying to make just that we go to the grocery store weekly, and so we went on Tuesday, and wow. We went on Tuesday. I wasn't expecting this, and this, wow, that's intense. And so we went to the grocery store, and we went directly to where the toilet paper was because we only have like 7 rolls left, and we thought to ourselves, that's a bit worrisome considering we haven't seen it anywhere else. And we didn't see it over in the toilet paper area, so we ended up wandering around, and Eric would constantly go back to the toilet paper, and then we'd be doing something else. He'd wander over to the toilet paper, and he did that 3 times while we were in the store. We checked out, we finished, and he was like, I'm gonna go check it one more time. And in that last check, he got toilet paper. So they're basically just putting it on the shelves immediately when they get it.
It's not impossible to find it, but you gotta be vigilant. So here's the conversation that everybody has about toilet paper in Japan. Everybody says that, why do you need toilet paper in Japan if you have the robo-toilet that washes you? But the robo-toilet does not do the whole job. Do you know what I'm saying? You still need to use toilet paper.
I mean, you could use your hand and then wash your hand. That's what people do in other countries. I don't want to. I'm just straight saying I don't really want to.
So you use the water from the robo-toilet.
Yeah.
And then...
But the bathroom's going to get so messy because I have no talent.
Yeah. Yeah, dudes. You still need the toilet paper.
Okay, so did you ever buy? I gotta start at the bottom. Please just post your question again if we didn't see it.
Somebody says, what is a robo-toilet? A robo-toilet is just a toilet that has an electronic bidet built into it. So there's a button that you push and it washes you. And it's glorious, and I don't know how I would ever live with that one at this point.
I don't use it.
They want us to do an ASMR video, so this means no talking this whole time.
No, that's where you gotta get like a porcupine. You gotta get a porcupine, and you put it there, and you go.
You could use your teeth.
We got dollary dues.
What is that?
That's a solid dollar you do right there.
Or is that some sort of like
I think that's Australian dollars.
Australian dollars.
With a poop.
Have the government officials done anything to enforce the quarantine? There is this weirdness in Japan where there's something with the constitution that I don't quite understand, that I see people bickering about back and forth if it's true or not. And
Too metal.
apparently the government can't enforce a strict lockdown because of some constitutional thing. So it's more of like a really strong request. And over the last couple days, they have made the Tokyo governor, she's made a really strong push to be a lot stricter about the way she's speaking, that is more direct, like stay home. And there was definitely, yesterday was like the second day of that type of behavior from her, and there was a definite like downturn in the number of people that were going out and going to work and stuff like that. So it's become a little more strict, but it's not strict like legally enforced.
So the weather is really nice and it's pretty sunny outside. I am in no way bothered about being indoors. I've like fully embraced this. From the moment I got off the plane, I was like, I'm just gonna sit in my apartment. And I don't really know why I've been craving that, but I've been completely happy. People have invited me to do things and I just have not done them. And yeah, like, complicated to say that it wasn't social distancing, like just saying like people wanted to do things outside of the house and I was like, no, I'm just gonna chill inside the house.
I had a friend, he was like in the neighborhood and he was like, hey, mind if we stop by? And I was like, we're social distancing. I just straight up told him.
Introvert, extrovert. Yeah, we got a balcony, so we can go outside and get that fresh air.
Yeah, I feel really grateful that we have an open balcony like this.
Hopefully you can still come in December because it's looking like shit ain't gonna happen. I don't know. I have no faith in the fact, like, there's no future.
Ryan wants us to play Bessie.
Are you gonna do that?
I don't think my guitar's anywhere nearly in tune. I can play it off like a phone or something. No, damn it, my phone is there. So complicated.
Yeah.
Bessie is a song a band of mine wrote about a cow that got eaten.
Slaughterhouse, could your happy now? What are our plans when this blows over? Absolutely no plans, because did not plan that this was... My plan was get back to Japan. From there, no more plan.
Our plan before all this happened, and I didn't go deep into it, was that we were going to go to Russia for the springtime in Japan and shoot videos there, but obviously that's not a thing. But I didn't even get to the point of where applying for a visa had happened or anything, so maybe it would have all fallen apart. But that's where I wanted to go, so maybe we will do that sometime in the future, if the world doesn't end.
We do not go to McDonald's anymore.
Yeah, really, really rare. Maybe every other year. One time.
We went because they had that adult cream pie. That was pretty amazing. That was a really funny day.
Andrea, 3 a.m. in Italy. Thank you for dropping by.
Oh, wow.
We're really sorry about Europe. It's just like the planet is round. It's really difficult to plan time zones where it's good for everybody. And we can't do this late here because we're worried about our voices annoying the neighbors that are around us.
Yeah.
So it sort of puts a restriction on it. But maybe we'll do another one of these in European time. So that would be like afternoon for us and morning for them. We could do something like that sometime.
We do still go to 7-Eleven, although we consider that their food, their menu has not gone well.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like it's gone down a little bit. I'm not as impressed with it as I used to be.
What up, Linda?
When I was able to settle for a Picasa alternative, actually I just downloaded Picasa from a shady website and used it. And I don't know if I have a virus on my computer.
I have Picasa on my computer now.
Yeah. Sorry, I have to move something before the battery dies.
Eric's really busy. I just sit and I talk to you guys, and that's what I do. This is him normally.
The issue is that I was supposed to get up early today and get all this set up.
He did get up early. I'm going to tell you, he got up at 8, and I was like, oh, that is a sufficient amount of time to be ready by 10. This boy sat on the robo toilet for an hour playing Animal Crossing, and then he read stuff on Reddit and brushed his teeth for 10 minutes, straight. I don't even think he knew he was brushing his teeth anymore.
I was scrubbing my tongue.
A Beavis voice, yes.
Adult cream.
We used to know somebody. I made myself laugh too much because I could feel the Beavis in my throat. That didn't.
I didn't brush my teeth on the toilet. I'm not an animal.
I brush my teeth in the shower.
Yeah.
I have gone to this because if I brush my teeth in the shower, I put the conditioner on my hair first, and then the teeth brushing is the perfect amount of time for the conditioner and the teeth, and then I never forget to brush my teeth.
Somebody says, "Did you watch Joe Exotic?" That bitch Carol Baskins.
Bitch Carol Baskins.
No, it's higher. You gotta do it. You've been yelling at me.
That bitch Carol Baskins. That bitch Carol Baskins. I'm gonna get her. I'll show her what I'm gonna do. If I actually practiced that, I'd be really good at it.
You ever get stopped on the street by people? Sometimes, not that often. It kind of comes and goes with waves, kind of when the tourism
Like
level
when
is
tourism
high.
goes up.
Yeah, and people will recognize me because I'm huge more than they recognize Katie. But one time we were in this really crowded place at nighttime in Sweden, and somebody came up and started talking to you. How they found you in this crowd of other white people, I will never know. But this person totally
And I
recognized
kind of
you.
look Swedish.
What?
I mean, like Emma's sister. Like
Yeah,
me and
yeah,
Emma's sister
I mean, you
could
don't-
be sisters.
you're a white girl.
Yeah. But I was like, I really blend in here. In Japan, I might stand out a little bit. Kinda.
Happy birthday, Morgan. For the fiance's
Oh,
birthday.
your fiance's pretty cool.
Where are your glasses?
I'm not wearing my glasses, my Jeeps.
She's like struggling to look at this. Hey, Dawn.
Do I look like I'm struggling, everybody? I don't think I'm.
Yeah, I can
I'm
see you
struggling.
like doing this thing right here.
Let me see, I don't know.
3:15 in South Africa. Oh, glad you came by. Sorry about the time. It's really late. Favorite Smashing Pumpkins song?
How tall is Katie? I am 164 centimeters or 5'6".
What's your favorite Smashing Pumpkins song?
I haven't gotten to that in the karaoke database.
Katie's not deep on
but
Smashing
like,
Pumpkins.
if we're going to karaoke and somebody puts on 1979, I'm really happy.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I feel like that's a cop out. I know there's other songs that I like. I just don't know song titles off the top of my
Recently, I've really been digging Hummer. Like, I know, but I mean, like, gosh, it's good. Did you meet up with Tom and Emma? Yeah, we stayed with Tommy and Emma for 2 weeks when we were in Sweden.
Yeah, we
stayed
did
at their
make a
apartment.
video of that because it's in a.
It's like family
it's
time for
family
us.
time, yeah.
Uh,
Mayonnaise, yes. Just
Why-
mayonnaise.
Why is War Party the best War album? Because it's not. It's an okay album, but it's not Violence Has Arrived, and it's not Scum Dogs of the Universe.
Do I plan to bring the short hair back? Probably not anytime soon. I had it in lion mode where it's quite long and it looks really good, and then in America I cut it, and I feel like the girl cut it shorter than I expected, but she probably listened to exactly what I said and did exactly what I said, and I just didn't expect that what I said was going to be too short, because she's a hairdresser and I'm a chump. So I'm waiting for it to grow back into lion mode. We're almost there.
Somebody says, "Do you get a sore neck looking at me?"
No, because I use my eyes now.
Yeah.
Instead of doing this all the time, I do this.
And honestly,
You
I
get
don't,
used
I
to
don't
it.
get a sore neck. When you look down, it doesn't really make your neck sore.
That's
you
just stretching it out.
everybody's so used to looking at their phones anyway. Katie's basically
I'm just a phone.
Yeah.
Just gonna click on stuff. Are you vegans? Not at all.
Turn
I
off the
eat
auto.
all the meat.
Ryan's telling us to turn off the autofocus. I don't think I can do that on the YouTube phone app thing.
I looked down and thought this was my phone, and I was like, it's broken.
Is the video like bouncing in and out? I don't know. It's hard to tell. We need to get. I'll get the hookup for the next time we do a live stream. Hopefully this will look a little nicer. My wife.
Eric is 6'7", which would be 200 centimeters.
Just about. I'm like, it's like half a centimeter.
Somebody is already answering that. Never mind. I won't answer the simple questions because you guys got it.
The autofocus going in and out. I really don't think I can change anything with it. It's, I don't know how.
Are you guys going to walk a goat again? Probably not. Maybe we'll get a different animal, or maybe have a more intense animal experience in some sort of way. But I haven't seen anything that makes it possible.
We've got this new. We've been talking about this probably for a couple of years between us. We aren't big on like animal things that are like cat cafes or stuff.
Yeah,
Cat
because
cafes are okay. If the animal is not domesticated naturally, I'm not sure I want to go there. Cat cafes are like the cats are the cats, you know what I mean? But like there's like a place down the street from us that has owls. And they're always like in the middle of the day outside with these owls trying to get customers to come in, and I'm like, that owl wants to be asleep. I see things like that. I'm like, I don't know if this is like fair. Like, should you be doing this?
I don't know.
It feels weird.
Nubbins, I'm not trying to get in a fight with a honey badger. I like just answering them like randomly.
The scariest thing that's ever happened to us while in Japan, I don't even think I can. Has anything scary happened in Japan? I saw it. Well,
I thought I was gonna lose my job once, and I thought that I'd be completely like just screwed, and nobody cared, and that was actually pretty scary to me. I just had to get on my own 2 feet and figure it out, and that was fine. But all the people around me not caring about it was really surprising and a little scary.
I can't think of. I don't know if this counts as scary, but I saw the immediate aftermath of a man committing suicide one time, and that kind of screwed me up a little bit. It wasn't. I don't think scary is the right word, but disturbing probably.
Yes, we've been using masks. Favorite Jeff Rosenstock song is all of them. You just put the album on, son. This is a plural.
To live and die, to leave and die in Long Island. I can remember that album. It's my favorite Rosenstock jam as a ball in the music industry record. Are we working now? We're live streaming now.
Yes, we are wearing masks every now and I shouldn't say now and then. Like we were just able to buy them at the store last week. We still have not received the ones that the government said they're going to send.
Oh my gosh, that's a bigger number. Thank you. I don't know what to say.
I think my face said it all. Crap, son.
She lives in Ireland. I believe she's American, but she lives in Ireland. She's like studying there.
Damn, Daniel Walker got that.
Not Tool fans. Not big into it.
Yeah. I haven't gotten to that in the karaoke. Well, one of the projects that I'm working on right now while we're stuck in the house is that the karaoke systems in Japan, you can go to the website and they have a database of all of their songs, because one of the things that sucks about going to karaoke is you go there and you just immediately feel like this tension of having to find a song, but the database is so big. So what I've been doing is just like copying and pasting the ones that I know, and soon enough I'll get to Tool. I will start on the P's today. Do you eat horse and whale meat? Totally would.
We've had horse.
Yeah. I like that the things that Eric sees in this are not things that I see. We will enjoy some dominoes on you.
I tried to do something with the autofocus. I don't have any idea if it'll work. I mean, I just held down on Katie's face to hold it the lock, and it made a blink, but I don't trust that it worked.
Eric's always super into cats. It's not a no.
Yeah, but I'm only like, I don't know. I don't want a cat. It's more exciting to like if you have a cat, it's okay, I guess, if you're into it. But it's more exciting to like, you know, like if you like have the same candy every day, you kind of get tired of it. I worry that I would have the same problem with the cat, like too much cat overload. Like I don't need it. Like,
what food can you not get right now? Nothing really. I mean, we eat pretty staple foods, so I don't feel like there's anything that we can't get. Oh, Eric is really upset that he can't get sushi.
Oh yeah, like right now. Not like I know I can make sushi at home or whatever, but like I want to go out and like have a.
You can make shit muncher sushi.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the
We're gonna be
issue.
making
It's
that
not as
for dinner.
good.
Got the same Katie every day. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's totally not true because you don't know which.
Will said I like to borrow other people's cats for a limited time. That's accurate.
I like that I saw that Canadian dollars and I was like, those are California dollars. Good job, Katie. Can you get bentos?
Hey,
yeah.
somebody from Kauai is watching. Hey, Kauai.
Kauai.
I'm editing video about you.
About you.
Yeah, the bento. I don't know if the old lady shop is still open. The bento shop down the street.
Yeah, we haven't.
I'm not sure,
gone
but
over there.
the dude that I was getting the karaoke chicken bentos from, that I made a video about maybe a month or two ago, He closed on the weekends when he was asked to be closed. Yeah.
Can't you do pickup? This is an interesting thing. So, like, I guess that people in other countries are pretty used to the fact that you could call a restaurant or go to a website and tell that website, hey, I'm going to come and pick up this food in 30 minutes. That doesn't really happen here.
You can do that here.
Where?
Like,
what restaurant?
The onigiri place. People do it there.
Onigiri?
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. Got one.
And I think I could call the old lady bento place around the corner and I could order. Yeah, I could do that for sure. But I mean, I could just go order and stand there for 5 minutes and she could just give it to me.
All right. Well, okay. Let's get out of these like mom and pop shops.
The karaoke place that I got the thing from, the police station is right around the corner, and I've seen them order and they go in there and they get like stacks of these things, these bentos. They get like 30 of them from the guy and they go and pick them all up at the same time.
Oh, they got OL. We need an OL.
No, it's a cop. It's like a young cop that probably. Yeah.
But there's probably an OL.
Right.
Are the Olympics still on? Nah, son. No, like, where you been? That's 2021. Cheap Eats series, I guess. Once we get out of here.
Yeah, I want to make more Cheap Eats videos. I have a lot of places I want to film, but obviously we are kind of stuck. This brings us to an issue where we're going to run out of videos that we filmed, and we make videos outside and do things outside. We don't tend to shoot things just in our apartment, so I'm not quite sure what we're going to do with our channel. I've got quite a few Hawaii videos backed up, which is good, but I'm not sure about all those other weeks where I put out like a short video that's like something around the neighborhood. I don't know what we're gonna do.
We do have Uber Eats, but yeah, they'll do delivery stuff for you here. But like calling and picking up feels very foreign to me here because I guess calling on the phone and talking to somebody in Japanese about what you want to order can be kind of difficult when it's a second language. Also, we can't do Uber Eats because we don't have a real telephone number. So I've never done Uber Eats. Yeah. Oh, you got a happy birthday in there.
It turned into an Animal Crossing Let's Play channel. Yeah, maybe that'll happen. That's the only way I go outside in my Animal Crossing island. A lot of people have asked, besides Japan and the United States, where would we choose to live? It's really, really difficult to answer that. It's a huge question. Part of me wants to just knee-jerk reaction, say I'd like to live in Italy sometime. Like, just because of the taste we had, I loved it there so much. But I worry I'd become an alcoholic and I would have a pizza addiction. So those are the concerns of Italy.
You're welcome on the postcards, and thank you for doing that because I like doing them.
I do not know any of those. Dawn, I don't know those musical groups.
I'm hungry.
Are you?
Yeah.
People talking about food. Oh, Liam, thank you. Pizza and wine rules. Yeah, no joke.
Dylan Lee, I can loan him out. That's really interesting that those two lined up pretty hardcore. Well, now that we're moving on to our new partners.
Animal Crossing stream. So here's my problem with streaming video games. One, I don't have any of the equipment that you need for it. I mean, that's obviously acquirable, but I just don't have it. I don't have the setup for it. But two, when I play video games, I just kind of like I'm not engaged mentally. Those people who stream and continue to be entertaining and have great conversations and stuff while they're doing it, I find that to be a skill that I probably don't have. Did somebody ask for golden balls?
Golden balls in the house. Oh, he says thank you, by the way. Yes, you can order alcohol from the store and have it delivered. An interesting thought, we used to get our groceries delivered every Friday, and since all this stuff has gone down, Eric, in like a very humanitarian way, was like, we're not going to get our food delivered. We're healthy enough to go outside and can probably fight off this disease better than other people if we get it. We should go to the store and leave all the delivery slots for people that may need them. It
became a thing where it was like you had to kind of fight like online for a delivery slot. And like older people, like people who have like immune system deficiencies or whatever, they should get those slots. We can just walk to the store. If we get sick, probably not going to die, but I mean...
Scary pottery.
Scary pottery.
Bye-bye.
We need a golden balls emoji. We have a golden balls emoji in our Discord channel if you join us there.
That's all that gets written back and forth as a new language. Favorite experience from Hawaii or favorite island? Oh, fuck. I'm so bad at those, like figuring out what was the best thing.
I think that
Each island had its own things that weren't present on other islands. So it's really hard to figure out which one would be your favorite.
I really like Kauai. I'm editing it right now, and some of the stuff that I'm editing is so beautiful. Like that valley and stuff that we went up into, and it's incredibly beautiful. But the problem with Kauai is the traffic on the island is a bummer, man.
I would say like Big Island, Volcanoes National Park, and seeing family was really cool. Those were best experiences on there. Kauai, couch surfing with such rad people was amazing. And of the island, like what was good there? This is gonna sound really stupid, but. Kauai. The availability of interesting food, like not mom and pop shop or not chains, like people-owned shops and really good food.
There were a couple of chain restaurants on Kauai, but there was only a couple.
Like the poke place that we went to.
So we couch surfed when we stayed on Kauai, and that kind of helped too, because we just asked the people we were couch surfing with, and they were like locked into the community.
I got about like a 30-minute conversation with these two girls going back and forth, and I'm writing down everything they're saying. I'm finding it on Google Maps.
That is the coolest thing about couch surfing is you get hooked in with people who have just got they know what's up. Like somebody came and couch surfed with us or whatever, I'd be like, yeah, this restaurant, this restaurant, this restaurant. You know what I mean? You know.
And then Honolulu, favorite experience was watching the airport. If you they don't know about that yet. Oh snap! Well, that's something not to look forward to because it's probably really boring in comparison to everything else we shot.
We saw a seal, like a wild seal, just like laying on a beach, and we just walking up a beach, and boom, there's a seal. That was amazing.
Do they know?
They don't know that, but you gotta entice them to keep them subscribed. You know what I'm saying?
That's good. Yeah.
What color are the lights on the golden turd at night? It's basically just gold, like the way they light it up.
Although it was lit up red the other day. That was really creepy. Like you don't want a red poo.
It was red. They were guys up there and they were working on the lighting. And I think it might be maybe they're gonna make it red for the Olympics or something. I assume that about everything that happens right now. Olympics. It must be the Olympics.
Yes, we did visit Pearl Harbor. We did a terrible job.
Well, yeah. You'll see in the video. Yeah. We talk about it in the video.
It's still a very interesting place to visit, and in all honesty, I would probably go back.
Yeah.
But that's only because we didn't know how to tourist that.
Yeah.
It was a very
threw us off.
A very interesting tourism attraction that we just couldn't figure out. They're doing it wrong.
What is the statue you have on your balcony? Are you talking about golden balls? Somebody said, "Oh, I forgot. I logged this away." It's hard to keep track of this. Somebody said that there's a golden balls in Animal Crossing.
What?
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to find that and put it outside my house.
Yes, Eric still has his his red hat from Croatia, but that's basically his life aquatic hat.
Oh, that wasn't from Croatia. We got that in England.
Well, that's where they know it from.
Oh, okay, yeah, we got it in England. Actually, somebody gave us that. We went to a Wes Anderson movie festival type thing, and they were like, everybody can have these hats, and they just gave them to us. It was nice.
Are you coming back to the UK? Probably not anytime soon. There's a lot more world out there. Sorry. That's straight talk.
Yeah, I would go back to the UK. I want to go to Wales. We didn't go to Wales. We didn't go south at all, like south of London. But we don't have
what happened to Cotton the Cactus? A little bit too much water and he got spongy and just...
You had him for
sad
years,
story.
though.
Yeah, I had him for at least 2 years. At least a year and a half, because I was at that job for 2 years. Sad day.
Is Katie related to Professor Julia Hammer from Hawaii?
Hope so.
Yeah, not that we're aware of.
I have family there, but not her.
No, you don't think it's her, no. Favorite?
I saw a video. It seemed maybe related to you. Just saw a video.
Have you recovered from your Athens apartment? Everybody talked smack about that apartment, but we actually thought it was kind of, it was crazy, and the neighborhood it was in was a little rough, but it was a wacky adventure.
It was wacky.
Yeah. Remember all the drugs we found in there?
Yeah, I found drugs in there. I did not do the drugs.
You don't do random drugs you find in that. What country do you want to go to? Oh yeah, I mentioned this earlier, but I wanted to go to Russia for spring break, but that's not happening. So maybe rushing.
Did I at some point say I was going to reclaim a castle for the Marshalls?
It sounds like
That
something
sounds
you would
like
say.
something I would say.
How's your
Yes.
chikungunya?
Actually, I felt some weird stuff in my spine the other day, and it really reminded me, like, I basically captured that in my mind as what I call sandy spine. It makes your spine hurt really bad, and you just don't want to move. You just kind of lay, and you don't want to move. That's chikungunya has a lot of other symptoms, but that's the one that is striking about
This
it.
is a mosquito-borne illness she got in the Philippines.
But basically, I think that's completely gone. I have no worries about it. I just felt a reminder of what that was, and ugh, watch out for bugs.
But it doesn't bother you anymore, does it? Do you even notice it anymore?
No, I don't. Somebody asked if I went to Wegmans, and I compared Wegmans while I was in the States with a bunch of people who go to Wegmans to the amusement park of grocery stores. I didn't go there because I don't need to be amused by food. Like,
So we went to the mom and pop shop in Athens. Remember? I think that's the one with the guy that you talked to for a while.
oh yes, yeah.
That place was amazing.
Gosh, I can't remember.
Constantine,
Constantine.
I think his name was.
Could be.
Something like that.
So long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy was great.
Yeah, that was an
What
amazing
a cool
meal.
moment. I could claim a lighthouse. Can I live in it? If that's.
It'd be cool to live in a lighthouse.
Yeah, I would love to live in a lighthouse as long as it's quiet.
Yeah, I think that a lighthouse would go with my red hat.
Yes. And I just see like the wind in my hair like going like this all the time, and it would be good.
Is it quiet around? It is very quiet around our neighborhood. Partially because our neighborhood is very touristy typically, and there are very few tourists here right now. So that's been a dramatic change in our neighborhood. What were you
A
laughing at?
Filipino just apologized for the mosquito. No worries. It was more my fault for subjecting myself to the possibility.
Now, they signed it a Filipino viewer, but if it said a Filipino mosquito, then I would say that it would be an appropriate apology, but otherwise not necessary.
Our families are healthy. But his family's actually on the West Coast. They're in Oregon, so we're hearing different things from different sides of the country.
But so far, everybody is fine, thankfully.
I proofread, I read words and say whether they're right or not. I barely even talk normal, so I don't understand how I have this job.
The air quality in Tokyo is, I don't know, I haven't noticed a change, to be honest with you.
Is Newfoundland a country?
Newfoundland? No, it's in Canada, right?
Is it a country?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah,
You
see,
said-
he's
you
got
said
the He's Newfoundland.
Newfoundland.
Isn't it? Is it
It's
okay?
got found in the middle.
Everybody write a number 1 if it's Newfoundland, and write a number 2 if it's Newfoundland.
That is a great idea.
Which one is it?
How
Ones or
they-
twos? We're taking a vote. Aha! See, I won. What? See this?
I've never said this
Both.
word
Somebody wrote
before.
both.
Why?
How do you say both at the same time?
Oh my god.
Okay. The vote is over. 3. Somebody wrote a 3. We have a problem.
3, I guess, would be both.
Newfoundland.
My cat is named Eric. He's snoring.
You have a cat name? I love pets that just have like regular names. Like here's my cat. Eric. Eric is a great name for a cat. That's great. That's great news. I'm
I'm
really
just gonna
impressed.
get random animals and name them Eric and have lots
Or like
of
if you
Erics
have
around.
a golden retriever and they're like, oh, what's this golden retriever's name? You're like Jennifer. It's just like people don't name their animals like just like normal names. You know what I mean?
Regina.
Everybody names their dog like some crazy wonky dog name. My dog's name is Georgia. Georgia's all right. Remember the time you were stranded at that airport in the UK? Yeah. Yeah.
That's the second time I've read that. That was a shitty day.
What do you?
Very funny people.
What do you feel the most optimistic about? My Animal Crossing island?
Most optimistic. Like, there's a chance that it could go wrong, but I feel really good about it.
My Animal Crossing island.
I got my job review next week, and I feel just randomly that it's going to be fine.
Hopefully.
Pessimistic.
Oh, realist. My dog's name is Zelda the Legend. That's pretty solid. Zelda the Legend. I get down on that.
I renamed my dog has an English bulldog and its name is Sadie, and I just renamed it Sad Sack, and now everybody calls it Sad Sack. Because she's always like, she'll come up to you and she'll just be sitting there, and if you aren't petting her, she'll be like. So she's totally Sad Sack.
So are you used to wearing glasses now? Yeah. Actually, I hate not wearing them. Like, I don't wear them, and it's like everything is in 480p. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just uncool. This is much more necessary.
There's a limitation on the Switch where I cannot have my own island, so I don't really play it at all. I just watch him play it and talk to him and yell at him about how many trees are on his island. Getting some shout outs about your haircut.
Who, me?
Yeah. They said they like it.
Oh, thank you. Oh, look at the Sad Sack. For some reason, I thought it was SADSAC. That's how I thought that. So seeing that K at the end.
Because you just talk about testicles on the internet.
Well, I have ball sack on my shirt.
We don't know how much Eric weighs. I weigh about like 120 pounds or 53, 54
Was it like 70 something kilos?
kilograms.
Me?
You're
70.
like upper 70s. I think you're in the lower 80s right now.
Are you calling me chonker?
Dude, okay, hold on. On Tuesday,
Yeah.
we went and got a big bottle of honey. I'm gonna show you how much honey this mofo is eating.
No. That was last Tuesday. This is not fair. This is not fair. It's been like 2 Tuesdays.
A week and a half.
Yeah.
This is how much honey he has eaten.
Oh my gosh, I really have eaten a lot.
Yeah.
It's good though.
I put it in the cabinet because I was like, whoa. Oh, God. I put it in the cabinet because I was like, if he doesn't see it, maybe he won't eat it.
I just have like a little shot, like a couple times a day.
23 calories right there, son.
Is that a lot?
No, it's not really that. That's not a lot.
I should start running every day then.
This is crazy. It's really fun. It's kind of addictive.
Is my back still bothering? No, my back is alright. When did I hurt it last? It goes in and out where I have like mild back problems.
I don't feel like you've had back problems in a while.
Somebody's like, okay, what is your blood type? You have both our kidneys? Is somebody planning to take our kidneys? Somebody think, wow, I gotta...
2 kidneys and...
I don't know my blood type.
I think I'm A.
I have no idea, but somebody...
I'm whatever the boring one is. Could be O.
Somebody just puts you into a database, though.
Yeah. Has kidneys.
Somebody, oh yeah, dude, I wish I could keep bees. If I kept bees here, the neighbors would probably not like us. I could have my straight honey, straight bee juice, straight from the bee.
I haven't been to the Guar Bar. I really wanted to go while I was there, but
Yeah, same.
it didn't end up happening. My brother had other plans, which is totally fine. How much of your weight is in ears?
I think my ears are fairly good. I don't think I've ever even told you this. When I was a little kid, my grandma made fun of my ears all the time for being too big.
Your grandma made fun?
Yeah, my mom got angry at her and was like, "You can't do that to kids. They're growing up and they feel insecure about themselves." I didn't realize I was supposed to feel insecure until I heard my mom say that. I felt insecure about it. But my body has since grown into my ears. I think they're fairly approachable.
What's your bank account number? I know it by heart, but
Do you
I will
really?
not tell you. Yeah.
Whose eyesight is worse, Kate's?
Oh, for real. And I don't wear my glasses religiously.
Would you shave your beard for charity? I guess so.
Yeah, he would.
Would you let me shave my beard for charity?
Yeah. Doing things for charity is good.
The Yamanote line video. That was fun to shoot.
What would you do for a Klondike bar? I'd like probably give you 200 yen if I was interested in a Klondike bar. But I do remember those commercials. They were pretty funny. Grateful Dead or Fish, but not so much a fan anymore.
Favorite Seinfeld episode is Impossible. Like all of them.
Who is the oldest? Look at this dude. He's freaking old.
I'm not old until next week.
Is your brother camping in his RV? He did go on one weekend. He said he was gonna go next weekend. I don't know if he will or not. And what's really weird about this quarantine thing is like people tell you their plans, and if their plans don't include just sitting in the house doing stuff by themselves or with their families, like you kind of don't know what to say. Like I I don't know if you should go out in your camper, or I don't know if you should go on a bike ride with 4 other people that where you could potentially get hurt or cause some sort of problem where people have to come into contact with you. What do you say? Like, stay home, be safe, follow the rules, or like, stay safe? I don't know.
Favorite Japanese punk band? Otoboke Biba. Easy. Right now, I'm kind of obsessed with them. It's these 4 chicks from Kyoto, and they just completely shred. I'll say that again in case anybody wants to look like Otoboke Beaver, like the animal.
How did you two meet? Eric was my brother's best friend. Like back in the mid-90s, they met. Eric moved into our neighborhood, and they became friends. And then we've just been around each other for a real long time, and then we got closer. Yeah.
Duboke Biba. Otoboke.
You could also spell it not phonetically in Japanese.
It's really, oh yeah. O-T-O, Oto, no, I can't.
O-T-O-B-O-K-E space beaver. Yeah, I've been to the Ghibli Museum twice. Both times were fun.
We're not huge Ghibli fans. Like, we enjoy the films, but we're not like deep into it. But I find the museum to be really cool. Even though we weren't big fans of it when we went or whatever, I thought it was really, really cool.
Right, this person really wants to hear some singing live, and I'm pretty sure they want to hear you.
I don't think they want that.
Yeah.
Don't be careful what you wish for.
I don't have a song in mind either, so yeah, I got nothing. Space Beaver.
You have a
No singing.
Yeah, Craig is there. He said, do you have a favorite all-time ray gun song? ARA is Atomic Ray Gun Attack, a band that I was in years ago. My favorite Atomic Ray Gun Attack song?
No, but I have a story about Craig that I've recently told to some people. I don't really know Craig very well, but I have a small like chunk of my heart for Craig, and I don't really know why, because we've barely ever even talked. I'm pretty sure we've talked at some point in time, but no idea why whenever Blitzkrieg Bop comes on, I get this strong like, I love Craig. He's such a great guy.
I think you've mentioned that to me before.
I have, because the song will come on and you are immediately what I think about. Weird. Just know that's good stuff. Hi.
Would we ever go on a cruise trip? Probably not anytime soon.
We had a chat about it where we were like, if it was us, we wouldn't. But if we were with certain people, we might. Like
certain group of friends or family were going, and that's how they wanted to go travel, and we wanted to spend time with them. Yeah, I'd go on a cruise.
They'd probably be really irritated at me because I'm going to max out this boat.
I wouldn't use my own free time to do that. I would go on a normal style adventure. I've been on a cruise before. I've been on quite a few, like when I was younger, like when I was a kid. They're all right. I mean, just depends on what your focus is.
Yes, traveling is addictive.
Hmm.
It's kind of like cereal. You want to know all the flavors that are out there.
I'll put my knee down. Somebody said it might be the making of focus group. I think it's just that the phone is bad.
We haven't had fika yet for today because it's 3:30, but yesterday we had some like, they're little koala candies, so it's like a koala biscuit on the outside with the filling on the inside, and they said that it was going to be cheesecake flavored, so I was pretty excited about it. Was not cheesecake flavored. It was white chocolate that kind of tasted like that cheese that was in those little packets with the crackers and the red stick. We found out they're called handy snacks, and it tasted like that. It was weird and not very good. But that was fika yesterday.
So he says, how do we afford so much traveling? I think that the real answer to that is that traveling, if you go and do it the right way and you pick the countries that you're going to, it's not as expensive as a lot of people think. You can do it a lot cheaper.
You shouldn't say the right way. If you do it the cheap way,
if you can do it the cheap way. Not the right, I meant the right way for the budget.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not, a lot of people will see the financial aspect of traveling, like, oh, I can't go on this like international trip or whatever, but it's really often cheaper, I think, than most people think. Especially if you like really focus on how to make it cheap.
And then you ask, how do we afford it? We ain't got kids.
Yeah, we don't have. Yeah, that's kind of.
We don't have kids,
thing.
and
you don't really spend money on a lot else.
I don't spend money on anything. He has to spend money on things to make life nicely livable because I will never buy them. I will never buy them.
Like you wouldn't have a TV if it was up to you.
Yeah, there would be no TV. It would just be money in the bank, and I would just refresh my account. Like, oh my god, look at that. That is so nice.
Who's winning nice cock right now? I don't know. If somebody puts a rooster up on the screen, one of us could call it.
I think it's you. No, we can't play it in the house because we're not playing nice
But
cock in the house.
this is the outside world coming into the house.
There's been like 47 cocks on there already.
How come you didn't call it?
Because we don't play it in the house.
Oh, nice cock.
No. You can't be pressured into this nice cock game.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we're in Japan right now.
Yeah, no car helps.
It's really difficult to learn Japanese straight talk. Somebody asked about your airplane ride in Hokkaido, if you're ever going to do that. I'm trying to get in on that.
Yeah, I would love to. I feel socially awkward because how much time has passed at this point, to be honest. Somebody says, when's their birthday? His birthday. Oh, he's 60 on April 19th. I am 40 on April 17th. So my birthday is next week. Happy birthday, Graham.
Happy old birthday, dudes. Favorite steamer recipes? I actually posted them up in the kitchen. Teriyaki chicken is living on strong. But next week we're going to start barbecue. So it's going to be barbecue sauce, corn, instead of doing like carrots, corn and green beans, like comes in a little freezer pack. We call this PCC for, what does that stand for? Peas, carrots, and corn, like frozen bits. So it'll have barbecue sauce, chicken, rice, corn, and I'm gonna put potato salad in it. And we need a little more essence. I was thinking about putting pineapple in it because I kind of liked that, but this doesn't work for him. So what would you put into a barbecue steamer? What is the essence of barbecue?
Will is saying he needs to send us some more Corkies.
Corgis, like the dog?
Corky's barbecue sauce.
Oh, yes, please. That would be nice because we're just getting some.
But wait for it now, because right now I think there's certain countries you can't send mail from one to another.
I know. Well,
I think America
checked,
to Japan is okay, but
that was a week ago. So
yeah.
Who knows what's changing on a daily basis? Basically, just hold your barbecue sauce.
Somebody asked us why we just have white walls because we rent the apartment and we can't change the color of the walls. Some people have messaged me about this quite a bit, actually, like why there aren't decoration stuff. And it's just like, if you punch holes in the walls and stuff, you don't get your security deposits back. And like, I don't know, it's just something we haven't.
I think that's not true because I think they changed the, I think they rip all of this out and then there's holes underneath the wall that you don't get to see. So we have home stuff.
We lived like this. We lived like this for like 9 years, not having anything on the walls.
Yeah.
Maybe we could, I don't know. Maybe we should just go to ask the lady.
Should we like, don't put holes in the wall?
Yeah, probably. Have you been to Shikoku? Yeah, we have a whole series about Shikoku on our channel. So if you want to check that out, it's on our channel. We were there like a year ago. It's amazing down there.
Our apartment gets really windy in the summer when we open the windows, so using double-sided tape for decorations wouldn't really work.
We'd have to like,
it's a bummer.
It turns into a wind tunnel for real. Like when you open, because like one door to the balcony is here and the entrance door is straight down there, so it's a hallway. So when you open that, the pressure changes and it's like whoosh.
The wall over here is concrete. The wall over there is wood.
But you could put like a little hole here maybe. You could hang something on there. I think it's like a thin. I don't know. First post quarantine meal out. I don't know, man. Maybe chicken nanban. Sushi is what I was craving yesterday.
I'm happy as long as I get to eat toast.
Have we been to Kobe? I don't think we've been to Kobe.
No, we have not been.
It's one of the few like cities along that area of Japan we haven't been to.
TV shows that I've been watching, I've been going back and watching RuPaul's Drag Race that I haven't seen. I just started watching Episodes because that show is called Episodes. I just started watching that.
With Chandler.
It doesn't have Chandler. Oh my god. But one thing I did realize, I went through our torrents and I took out a whole bunch of stuff. You have like 18 movies in there.
No.
Yeah, so maybe we should start watching movies instead of television shows because, wow, we need to clear that out. Ran out of space on the computer.
So it says that we should. This is the constant debate of our viewer base. splitting the videos into 20 minutes, 25 minutes instead of hour-long ones. Some people prefer the hour-long ones. Some people prefer the shorter ones. It's really just a split. And basically when I edit, I try to just edit like a day into one video, and it usually ends up falling around 30 minutes to an hour or whatever inside of that is. I don't like splitting days up because then it just becomes hard for the viewer to feel like they understood the entire thing.
Favorite song of all time, Saturday in the Park by Chicago. Do you miss Virginia? I miss the people in Virginia. I don't care about Virginia.
Do we watch other English-speaking Japan vloggers? Not really. I don't really watch anybody that talks about Japan, to be honest with you. Not for any reason. I'm not avoiding it. It's just not like where my personal interests are. Like if I want to see something about Japan, I just gotta go outside.
A week-long video? All right, just keep this on.
I was thinking about.
Just keep it on.
I was thinking about editing the entire hitchhiking series into one video and uploading it as one file.
Oh, jeez. Diane, we ain't getting into that.
Home cooking videos while we're stuck outside. So the thing about filming inside is that the equipment that we have is appropriate for filming outside. And we don't have lighting. We don't have like the stands and stuff that you need to make videos indoors. So it makes like filming inside kind of tricky, and we don't really have the room to place the stuff. Like I'm sure other people have got a way about that, but we'd have to make serious adjustments in the way we live to do that correctly, if that makes sense.
No, I don't use a VPN for torrenting. My wife told me to send. Oh, that reminds me. When Louis C.K. he put out one of his stand-up things
Years
and
ago.
It was a really long time ago, and I think you could actually get it for free. Or I don't know what happened.
But it was like $5.
It was a very cheap thing to do, and I remember just looking at Eric because I think we had gotten it off of a torrent site because that was our usual thing, and I was just like, all right, you go pay that man. You pay that man for his stuff. So I feel like I was your wife at that time.
What are your personal interests than Katie at and Katie? Huh? I don't understand what that means.
Personal interest, I like doing projects.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see now. I've been playing guitar a lot lately. I really like playing guitar.
We moved to Japan just for adventure. There was the opportunity, like this path is a thing. Okay.
Mark wants us to check out south of Hokkaido. I definitely want to. It will be a thing for sure. For sure.
Favorite Japanese word?
I like dekoboko. Just because I like
I knew that was coming from you.
dekoboko. The kanji is really cool looking. But I mean,
it's weird. Like even since I've gotten back, I haven't thought of anything in Japanese because I've been at home.
Yeah.
Like I there's another language that lives out there.
Yeah, but it's totally. You don't use it. Yeah, that's weird. You haven't been outside.
So I'm real blank on that. Sorry.
How did you end up recording travel videos? Okay, so we went on this trip around the world in 2009, and we were just gonna like type up like a blog for our friends to follow along, but then we realized typing is like time consuming. It's much easier to just point a camera at your face, explain it, and then upload it. So that's basically why we started making travel videos. That's it's just like for our friends and stuff. Like our around the world trip series that is linked on our channel, of course, as a playlist, is that exact thing. Dan C has put in the kanji for dekoboko for us, or Watts did as well. So that you can see it looks cool. It means uneven, which I think is really cool.
I have a coworker, and I really like her name, Hirahara-san. Yeah, I just like the way that sounds. I remember the first time I saw her name on paper, and I was like, that sounds really hard to say. And then when I did it, I was like, that just rolls off the tongue.
Hisaku-san, arigatou gozaimashita.
Should I buy Animal Crossing right now? If you had a Switch, I'd say yes.
I would say that I think it depends on the person. You have to really be willing to just go at its pace and enjoy it for what it is.
Most dangerous or weird tradition you've witnessed, I would say drag racing in Gunma probably wasn't very safe. I mean, I think the drivers were good, but you never know. Like, the car could just have a malfunction any second.
What about people in India just drinking out of that river?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That is definitely... Yeah, that's dangerous.
Somebody says they want my Bjork shirt. The way that Bjork shirt came about is that they're really expensive Japan-only Bjork shirts, and some person in California somehow, I think I found them on Reddit or something, he was like, can anybody buy these shirts for me? And I told him I'd buy them if he bought me one, and he bought 4 of them for himself, and he bought me one, and then again did it another time, so I have 2 Bjork shirts now.
Weirdest thing eaten in Japan, raw chicken was pretty interesting. It was delicious.
I didn't have that. I'm not messing with no raw chicken. That's on you, dude. Is there a restaurant that serves bats? I don't think so. I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Was it bad food that turned you off India? It was sickness, which I think came from the bad food.
Well, the food is not bad. Indian food is amazing. Like, it's delicious. But
when your stomach can't handle adventure,
we were sick over and over. Like, every other day, one of us was sick. So it was just difficult.
Have you ever went without food for a long time? No.
When Katie wasn't here a couple months ago, there were a couple days where I forgot to eat until really late in the night. Like, I just forgot breakfast, forgot lunch. I was like, man, I'm hungry. Looked at the clock, 11:30 p.m.
There was more to that statement that was very weird. I don't know the intestine stuff. You guys aren't drinking alcohol like the last... I thought about it. We have some alcohol in the other room. I was going to ask Eric if he wanted to do some day drinking today, but it is 11 a.m. I could probably convince him, but then I wouldn't get to sit here and read this stream of words and answer them. This is incredible.
What am I listening to now? Actually, I've been listening to a lot of Guar this week.
Yuzu highball sounds much better than ume highball to me.
Yeah, for some reason the yuzu. This yuzu is like a citrus. That's a lot of wine. I think Nikola is in the Croatia region, like in that area, the Balkans or whatever, but I'm not sure what country. Maybe I recognize a lot of people's names sometimes, and then I can't remember, like, put all the pieces together. Slovenia is a lot.
Somebody asked what we got our dad for Christmas. Or for his birthday, sorry, not Christmas.
We don't really do gifts and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, our families don't do that kind of thing.
I don't know if our families don't, we don't.
Serbia, thank you. I couldn't think of the word.
Take a shot for every 200 likes.
I can't.
Are there likes?
Are there
I don't
likes?
even see how there's likes. We don't have any shotables, that's for sure. We have 1 shot of liquor.
What are you talking about? We got honey right here.
How did that get from this side of the couch to that side of the couch? Wow.
All right.
What do you want for your birthday? I can tell you right now, you're not getting it.
Yeah, usually we go to Disneyland or Disney Sea something for my birthday, but that's not a thing this year, so
Yeah.
gonna have to think of something different.
If you cover your ears, oh no, because you guys will just talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't trust you guys. But I have a very small plan for his birthday. And I got him stuff in America that I was like, I'm totally going to wait for, like, giving him these things for his birthday. And I'm not a waiter. Like, I came in and I was like, this is something for your birthday. But it was, like, in the mid-March. I got him a pepper grinder that has, like, an adjustment of how thick the pieces are of... pepper, and it's a good grinder. Like, it's not cheap. Even though I bought it at a grocery store for like $5, like, it really wasn't. It's quality for the price, which is very much me. And I got that, and then I found
You are quality for the price.
Yeah, and then I found at Yankee Candle, they had like a section of candles that people don't normally get into, and I found that section because I got real chatty with the lady that worked there, and they had one that smelled like York peppermint patties, and I got that, and I was going to hold those off for your birthday, but I was unpacking my bag, and I was really excited to see you, and I was like, these are things.
Somebody is really excited about Madonna or Michael Jackson. I don't really have an opinion there. Like, both are fine, I guess.
Yeah,
I can get down some
would say Michael Jackson.
jams. I can get down some Madonna jams.
If we're talking about jams...
If we're talking about the music, if we're talking about the person, probably going to have to go Madonna.
Yeah. That said it.
But I don't know either of them, you know what I mean? Sensolji and Asakusa has become very, very quiet because of I wouldn't call it a quarantine here, but because of the social distancing order, I guess is what I could say. I don't know.
I haven't watched Ozark season 3. My dad told me that it's good.
How many Disney parks have we been to? Disneyland, Tokyo, Disney Sea, Tokyo. I've been to Disneyland in California. Have you been there?
No.
And then
Multiple
Epcot Center,
in
multiple
Florida.
of the Floridas.
But you haven't been to Animal Kingdom.
But we've never been to any of them in Europe, the Paris one or the China or Hong Kong
Do you
ones.
think if we went to Europe and we could go to Disneyland that we would?
I'd have to have some spare time. I mean, there's one down the street.
Yeah, there's one down the street. Crap, we live in a crazy place.
Oh yeah.
I think nothing about Depeche Mode. Like, I say those words and I know that they're famous words. No idea what it means.
Somebody says, show a Japanese person a Yankee Candle.
I think that Depeche Mode reminds me of the color purple. That's what I think. What symbol is that?
I have no idea.
You gave us 100 zigzags. Yes.
Yeah, I'm not sure what currency that is.
It's going pretty good now that these zigzags have arrived.
Somebody help us out with that. What is that?
I think Pozo could probably give us the best answer.
Somebody says they're dongs. I don't think those are dongs. Are they rupees? Is it rupees?
Rupees?
Okay, might be rupees. For some reason, we went to India, but for some reason I never logged away that symbol.
Oh, cool. And they gave us the exchange rate too. Thank you. The zigzags. What's your favorite type of melon pond? There's not really a type of melon pond. They're flavored, but melon
you don't
pond,
really like melon pond.
You look at me and you say that, but we went to the store yesterday and we were like, this is like trash bakery stuff. This is trash bakery stuff. Then we pointed at the melon pond and we were like, that's going to be a disappointment, and we know it.
But if you go to a melon pond specialist, it's good.
I will.
Somebody who is cares.
We'll find out.
We had one in Nakano that was really good. A melon pond that I keep dreaming about.
We also had ice cream there, and that was really good.
The ice cream was like this tall. Favorite candies? I like gummy stuff.
Favorite Disney popcorn flavor? Curry. I think it's a really good standout flavor. Although blueberry, I think blueberry smells better than it tastes.
How are we stocking up, and how are things been going at the stores? We've been stocking up just once a week. We just go and we try to buy, and we buy quite a bit of stuff to keep us so we don't have to go out for the rest of the week. Stores are, from what we've seen so far, not that bad. A couple of things can be a little hard to find: toilet paper, masks, hand sanitizer, but everything else is pretty normal for the most part.
The melt-proof ice cream is no longer available. Like, that shop closed in Harajuku. People are talking about Easter, and I think this weekend we will dye some eggs tomorrow.
Oh, you haven't? Oh, yeah. You brought that back from
I brought back an egg dyeing kit from America, so I think we'll do that and have a little fun. That was always a good time, because I mean, like, it takes no effort.
Never been to Universal Japan. Thinking about going when they get the Nintendo thing opened, and then maybe a little bit after that once the lines die down, if that would ever even be a thing.
Yeah, the slushie was good.
How many times have you been to the UK? Once.
Favorite street food? I'm really kind of enjoying takoyaki lately. Like, I actually crave it and find it interesting.
I don't like takoyaki. It smells terrible.
Hot pocket of octopus lava.
You
gotta watch out.
It's the bonita flakes. I can't take the smell of it. Bothers me.
No idea what brand of teriyaki sauce we use. The only one available at that store. Another city in Japan, we considered moving to Osaka at the same time that we found this apartment.
Japan sent us. We don't need hand sanitizer. We have hand sanitizer. It's just hard to buy right now.
The best soy sauce is breakfast soy sauce. I don't know how to describe breakfast soy sauce. Oh, now there's octopus.
You celebrate Christmas in Japan? We don't really do Christmas, to be honest. So
they do Christmas in the sense that, like, they put out a lot of things you can buy to decorate your house and feel the season. And then on Christmas they eat KFC and they hang out with their friends and their family.
And I never found my wallet. I feel weird about the dead space, but there's this, like, you know what I mean? Like, you're reading.
I don't feel weird about the dead space at all. We haven't really experienced any bad earthquakes. There's probably been one that I got under my desk for at work.
When we first moved here, they were still having aftershocks from the earthquake that happened in 2011, and we were at a restaurant together, and it was like a little Japanese restaurant with like kind of like a low table or whatever, and the waitress had come over and she was kneeled down and she was taking our order, and there was an earthquake. And it started shaking pretty violently. It was a pretty violent aftershock, and she held our hands.
No.
So
I put my hand out to you,
yeah.
And you held my hand, and I saw her standing there, and I put my hand out to her, and she held my hand, and we just waited for the earthquake to be over. Together. And there was a light above us, and you could just see it shaking, and it was a really nice moment. Like, I don't know, like immediately wouldn't want Eric to get hurt, and then I saw another human and I was like, I don't know what she's thinking, but I know what I'm thinking, and I want you to be okay too. Not that I'm some sort of powerful person. Whatever. Holding my hand will save your life.
What is your favorite episode that you recommend to rewatch from our channel? Iberia Peninsula, is that what it's called? In Croatia? I really like that video.
Oh,
is that the right word? Iberia? The one where we went to with the dogs, and the dogs went like sniffing around. Yes. I really thought that video came out really nice. It was paced really well. One of the Croatian videos.
I can't see the spelling of it in my head anymore. Wow.
Somebody else probably can say it.
It's amazing the things you cram in your head like while you're there. Jojo.
I love the Vietnam series. We don't go back and watch our videos at all, so it's really hard for me to remember like which ones are the best.
Yeah, we were just talking about Not Gonna Broadway. I had ice cream in there. It's great.
The Athens lift and apartment tour. If you haven't seen, the lift in Athens was wonky, but the lift in Alexandria, Egypt was wonkier. Look that up if you haven't seen it. It's one of our videos.
Somebody's going to write out this Croatian thing.
Somebody says, I want to go to Akihabara. Do you need to be able to speak? Istria, that's right.
Istria.
Yeah,
that feels right.
Do you need Japanese? If you're going to visit Japan, you do not need Japanese. You can get along just fine without it. And just be patient and polite. And people speak a little bit of English, even if they're shy about it. You'll get through it. It's not a big deal. Don't let that stop you from coming and exploring.
Most frightening moment in your travels? I'm just going to say it. I've never really been scared. Like, I've never, in my entire life.
What about when I almost
died? I feel as though there's been a, I'm just led a sheltered life. I don't really put myself in the situations of getting endangered, and I never was put in that situation, having been born in America, Virginia, not scary. And when you have been sick, I still didn't feel like that intense fear that imminent terrible shit is happening.
That was a worry.
That was a worry, and if you had started you'd have to get 10 times worse for me to really feel fear. And I don't think I've felt that in my entire life.
And we're just lucky. People say this to me sometimes. They think I've lost weight. I think it's just because my hair is different. I know that I haven't. My weight has been steady since I was 17. Isle of Man. Oh, cool. Isle of Man was awesome.
Yeah.
What about when the ducks poop in your parents' house?
It was a vacation rental, not my parents' house.
Katie, do you want to tell that story? I don't know where that's been told or if it's been over-told.
The very, very short story of it was I lured a duck into a vacation rental house.
With what? Bread?
With bread. I just kept putting stuff.
How old were you?
He came into the house, and then I closed the door, and he realized he was never getting out, and he shit everywhere.
How old were you?
I had to be at least 12 or 13.
You were too old to be luring ducks in the house.
I was bored out of my mind. Williamsburg is not where you take a 12 or 13-year-old when they're traveling and they have to I was by myself. No brother, no friends. I had a duck.
Good night, Leeds.
The story about Eric almost dying is that when we were in Myanmar, we don't really know what happened, but his digestive system took a hit.
I got really sick.
We didn't really treat it the way that it needed to be treated. We basically just kept on moving along at a much slower pace, but we didn't take it seriously, and he just steadily got worse and worse and worse to the point where we just knew we needed to get home. And when we got home, they immediately put him on, what's the water bag with the juice?
IV or whatever.
They put him on an IV and told him that things were not
like
looking good for him.
in the airport hospital.
Yeah,
and the doctor was like, if this was another day or two, you might have died.
Yeah. So that's the very short story of
But
that.
I also got really sick when we were in Thailand one time too. That was pretty grim. I think you were more scared during that because that was the first time I got really sick. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
In that
yeah, in the little shack.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. I mean, you were able to ride motorcycles in Myanmar, but.
Can we test medical questions? Will's wife is a veterinarian, and she is our medical support when we have weird medical things that come up when we're traveling. I'm like, so this is happening. Like, is this okay? We got a vet giving us info.
Recently,
She's
you
the smartest
had
person we know. So.
an inflamed blister situation,
Yeah,
so we took pictures and we sent them to Tess to ask her, like, should we be going to the doctor? And she was like, you should go to the doctor.
Yeah,
so we went to the doctor.
It's all okay now. The place you want to go back to the most? Italy. I want to go back to Italy.
I just want to go.
Anywhere.
Yeah, would be fine. If I had to go back.
Italy is such a good shape.
Great.
You know, get a vehicle of some sort and go down the boot and then back up the boot. Like, you do a couple of months there, like booting. Like, it just seems amazing. Booting, pizza, wine. Like, it's just, yeah.
Yeah, somebody put the Myanmar video up there.
Oh, yes, I mean, it was like. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Eric is a sweetheart. It's true.
Is that true? You
Yeah.
think that's true? Somebody's hanging out with their 2-year-old daughter. You gotta watch your language. It's a 2-year-old watching.
Oh, my brain thought was she. I'm sorry. Have you tried the Easter banana Kit Kats? No, I haven't seen that. I'm really surprised.
The thing is
Are bananas part of Easter?
He's in Fukushima.
Oh, okay.
So he can go outside and get convenience store stuff, but we aren't going outside, so I haven't seen.
Somebody asked, how do you feel about Cadbury eggs and Peeps? My thoughts have changed over time, but I really think that Cadbury eggs are just horrendously overindulgent. And I think that Peeps are rather light and airy and not as calorically devastating. So
Like
I
calories,
go with Peeps.
calories.
Calorically devastating.
That's a word.
You can eat 4 Peeps and it's only 120 calories. I was shocked.
Oh, somebody earlier asked what shows we were watching, and you didn't mention we've been watching
Tiger King and The Plot Against America.
The Plot Against America, which is really interesting because one of our friends from Virginia
they're
wrote
talking about
some
The
of
Wire.
it. That's what made me think of it.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Yeah, the dude that made The
There we go.
Wire
It's like,
is the dude that made Plot Against America as well. And one of our friends is in his world and was one of the co-writers for some of the episodes of The Plot Against America. It's actually been a really good show. It's been fun.
Oh, Eric loves carrot cake.
Fun. Yeah, carrot cake is good.
Yeah, we went through a phase where we would go to cafes. This mainly kind of was happening in Europe, and we'd just get the carrot cake there. So many days we would have carrot cake for fika. Have you ever roasted Peeps?
Like marshmallows. No, that sounds like a good idea. I get the peat bunnies.
Can you s'mores that?
I get the peat bunnies. You've seen me do this, right? Where I tear them apart and you can make a man out of them. Like the ears become arms or something like this.
Legs.
Yeah, arms and legs. You can have arms and legs. It takes 2
How many
peeps.
ears?
It takes two peeps.
2 peeps. How many
You take 2
ears?
peeps, you can make 1 man.
I want to talk about how I feel graham crackers are shit.
They're okay. I mean,
You see that look on your face? That's graham crackers.
yeah, but if they're s'mored, they're great. They're
I
ingredient.
still. I just want to put out there to everyone, I'm going to stand firm on this because I didn't believe it, but do a Ritz with your next s'mores.
This is sick. You're one of these people that will put water in your cereal.
S'mores with peanut
You're talking about that in Discord.
I am not like that. I do it for the better. That is not for the better. Hair that's...
Thanks for staying up late.
What would you be doing in Japan if you weren't doing YouTube?
I have no idea. I'd probably try to find a tech job or something, I guess, at this point. I don't know. I kind of want to work just like at a ramen shop or something would be interesting too. I've always thought about that, but every time I go into ramen shops, I look at where the counters are, and the counters in all these, like just even with our kitchen, is low enough that because of how tall I am, I have to be bent over a little bit. It's really horrible to like stand like that, and if you have to do that for 8 hours or something, would be torturous.
When I came back from America, I saw how low. I remember walking past the kitchen and going, Jesus, that's really low.
Yeah.
And I just felt it. I didn't even, like, I felt tall.
I just worry about like if I got a job doing something like that. As cool as the educational experience would be of getting to learn how to do that in Japan, I don't know, man.
Not fully funded by YouTube. Hit up Patreon. That was shameless. Baklava is a great cake. That's actually our wedding cake.
Oh yeah, that's right. We had that because we got married at a
I
Christmas
shared
restaurant.
some with Chip the last time I was home.
We don't have a plan for our next travel adventure. It's just kind of because of the way the world is.
Things that are
Nobody
piquing
knows.
our interest are obviously going back to Italy and possibly Russia.
Just want to go to Russia is very vast.
It's big.
And then the very eastern part, close to Hokkaido, there's a little city there. I want to go there. It would be a simple trip from Japan.
I'm gonna let you guys know how stupid I am. I just recently found out that Russia's the biggest one. It's the biggest country. I just found that out. I really thought that China was the biggest because I kind of got confused. The population is the biggest there, and I just thought, yeah, it's totally got to be the biggest too. And then Eric dropped on me that Canada's the second biggest, and that was just like, fuck this shit.
I think Canada has the most coastline. Because the northern part of Canada is just like this. What will we do if international travel is no longer possible? Oh, God. Travel around Japan.
Yeah, for sure. And honestly, that's kind of overdue for us at this point. Like, I want to go do a prefecture video. And I thought, like, oh, maybe we could sneak in a prefecture video where we just walk around and we don't touch things. But I was like, nah. Good part of doing a prefecture video is that, or not a...
Going to restaurants.
Not a prefecture video, but a
ward
ward
video in
video.
Tokyo.
So inside of Tokyo is that you go and you find the special sweets that are there. You eat meals that are, like, food is a big part of that too. So you can't just... You've got to wait for everything.
How did you get into guar? I don't know. It's just been a thing that's been in my world since I was in high school.
Is it mandatory to stay at home in Japan? No. It is suggested
in Tokyo.
Yeah. You gotta go touch things. You can't. That's how I feel when I go outside. I'm just like, all right, gotta keep the hands here and decide whether it's worth it to touch this cup of noodle.
So he says you should go to Alaska since we've been to Hawaii. I literally said I wanted to go to Alaska like yesterday.
All right, so we've got Italy,
Yeah, Alaska
Russia,
would be cool.
Alaska. Where do you want to go in Japan?
Totori? It's like, I think that's where the sand dunes are. It's like, yeah.
Wow.
Katie sold.
Yeah,
I'd go to like southern Hokkaido again, but there's kind of like a big area of Japan that we haven't been to. It's just a weird distance away.
We're gonna have grilled cheese for lunch.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
Are you
cool.
excited?
Yeah, I'm kind of excited. Kind of some chips.
Ate some chips, and I also got I was looking for tomato soup downstairs in the cup noodle area. I couldn't find that. What I found was cream potato soup, or not potato, pumpkin.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be really good.
So we said go to Chile, go to South America. We totally would do that if the opportunity come up, but it's a really long way from Japan like, to go to those places, the other side of the world. Usually that ends up just, if we're going to go to that long of a trip, we're going to end up in the States to see people we know or whatever, so it's hard to say.
Do you think anybody is in here who's never seen one of our videos?
I don't know. Has anybody here never seen us before? Like who are these people?
Like, press 1 if you've never seen one of our videos and you're just randomly in here. We have a convenience store downstairs, so if I said tomato soup downstairs, then that's what I meant. I just went to the convenience store that's
in our building. Who are you people? Travel is not restricted within Japan right now.
I think domestic flights and international flights have been reduced.
For sure. New Zealand would be cool. Yeah. Iceland would be cool. The world's a big place. It's amazing. We've always talked about going to Taiwan again. It's something that we didn't go all the way to the southern tip. So we've always wanted to go and explore kind of that area.
We didn't have any videos planned for the Olympics, but I am kind of bummed that it got postponed because like this countdown's been going on forever, and you kind of just were getting excited about how you would see the city. Will it change? Is it going to feel intense? Is it going to feel Olympic? And now you're going to have to wait a whole other year for that.
Hopefully it actually can happen next year. I'm a little worried that it might not. Is that jumping the gun?
No.
What's your favorite comfort movie? Napoleon Dynamite. I watch quite a bit when I just want to like turn off. Best in Show is amazing. It's an amazing movie.
If I don't feel well, Eric just puts on Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Yeah, it's easy for you.
I feel like I need, at this point, that's probably been my comfort movie for a decade, so I probably need to come up with another one, but another one hasn't presented itself.
Tina, eat your ham! Give me some of your tots. We watched that scene a couple days ago, do you remember?
Yeah.
Oh no, don't do that. It's going to turn into a... Every line from Napoleon Dynamite is quotable.
Yeah.
Bill and Ted is a good movie.
What's up with the Bill and Ted movie? Somebody retracted their comment.
I wonder why.
What's up with the Bill and Ted movie? Because I saw on the airplane that you could watch Bill and Ted's Bogus Adventure and Bill and Ted's
Journey.
Excellent... Shut up. But the new one, is it already out?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I wonder if it's going to be delayed because of the current situation.
I thought that I'm not going to watch these because we'll probably watch all three.
Yeah, we could do that.
What you do this Easter? We're going to dye some eggs. Bow to your sensei. We spent a long time on that scene. I think we went back and watched it because Dietrich is really funny.
Yeah, he is. We're not afraid of South America. It's just a long way. Did I call you a fatty in Bangkok? I don't know.
You've called me a fatty probably in every country we've ever been in. Have I ever slapped you? No.
Amelie, the film? Yeah, I saw that a long time ago. It's a good movie. I keep meaning to rewatch it, actually. Gab?
What's it feel like to be in the future? It feels like there's a lot of turnip potential.
Turnip potential? Yeah. I got this turnip game going in Animal Crossing, man. Using time zones.
Smolders. Who's
Gab
Smolders?
Smolders.
Where's my phone? You took it away from me.
Here it is. Sorry.
Gab Smolders. Who's that?
Thoughts on Carol Baskins? Katie, thoughts on Carol Baskins?
That bitch!
Do you think she did it?
I would want to have more
Data,
yeah. I actually, just from the thing, I don't think she did it.
Where'd that guy go then?
I think that he could totally be some dude that just vanished.
What about all his money? He
Went
just
to
left
South
without his
America.
money?
Maybe he was putting money into South America
Yeah,
the whole time.
That one dude said he was burying his money in the
Oh, this girl's way prettier than me. What are you talking about? Wow, she's touted up too. Oh, we got big smiles.
Kamehameha.
Kamehameha.
Don't forget to plant 10K in your money hole. Yeah, I do that every day. One day I put in 100,000 and then realized that doesn't work. I lost a lot of money. You can only put 10K, and if you put in more than that, it just swallows that money.
Eric doesn't wear his hat in the house.
Can I carry my bicycle on the train in Tokyo? Yeah, but you have to fold it up and put it in a bag. Isn't that the rule? You can't just like take it. I mean, because the trains are so crowded. It makes sense.
Airbnb has been fixed, but I don't think it ever came back as strong as it was.
Good night, Kitty City, Kevin.
Have not seen Parasite.
Yeah, everybody says we should watch that.
I have a feeling it's not going to be a movie that you're going to enjoy, but that you'll watch it because of the international
I don't know.
remarks about it.
I don't like movies that are like horror movies, thriller movies, things like that. It's not
Peep Show is your comfort stuff too.
Yeah, I watch a lot of Peep Show. Yeah, it's true. The Hawaii episodes are a favorite. Oh, that's good.
Halloweenville is going to freak out if we don't talk about our favorite Friends character. It's like the 8th time I've seen it. We're not Friends watchers.
You are.
I watched the series.
You were watching Friends yesterday.
No, it's a show called Episodes.
Yeah, with Chandler. Who went through this? Oh, cool. Somebody else on the Book of Mormon. That was amazing. I'm glad we got to see that.
A wonderful disposition.
Somebody wrote semen collection, ma'am. It was so funny. He was down there with that pig.
Oh, they just retracted it. They deleted it.
I wonder if it's getting deleted by the Autobot.
Because it says semen?
Maybe. Everybody write semen and see if it gets deleted. This should be fun.
This should be good.
I can't tell where the lag is.
Oh, we got a semen.
It's not taking.
Oh dear Lord. Nah, it's totally fine with that sperm whale. Oh, what games do we have on the Switch?
Too many.
Yeah, way too many.
Lot.
Yeah, a lot. Bill Clinton. Oh, that was wise. That was good job.
This has gotten a little bit out of control.
I'm gonna let it roll. No travel in Germany as of yet.
Can anybody, when people watch the live stream later? Oh, Will deleted it. He thought it was somebody being lewd to Katie. You gotta be up on the.
Will,
I want you to delete all the Siemens. All of them.
Also, I'm just lewd.
We got Smash. Smash is fun. I never played online though, but I do like the game. Katie doesn't like Smash.
Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, I get it. I know what it is. I'm aware of it. I've played it. And I'm just like, all right, that's cool.
Venus.
They want to know, Pikachu. Did you already say Pikachu's your main?
Yeah. Oh, and Smash.
Yeah.
Pikachu's my main. But I do like playing you know who's cool? Piranha Plant. So the chat is there later, because otherwise a lot of this wouldn't make any sense if you were watching this without it.
Katie don't like Smash? Poor Eric. But I'll sit here and I'll watch you play Smash.
Yeah, she'll watch me, but you kind of like, this is boring.
Yeah, I do
this
other
is,
things.
Play Luigi's Mansion or something.
What do you cook most often? We boil eggs.
Yeah. I don't have Splatoon 2. I played Splatoon 1 quite a bit on the Wii, and I really enjoyed it, but I found that I didn't like the emotional response I was having. Like, you'd lose and then you'd win, and I couldn't deal with this emotional ups and downs, so I just, even though I recognize the game is good, I'm not going to get into the second one. Not really into horror video games.
BFFs.
Who's BFFs?
Us and Sam. I am getting into horror movies though.
Have you recently?
I've equated them to roller coaster rides that you it's like visual roller coaster rides with jump scares and stuff. Woo! Love it.
Favorite thing about living in Japan? It's just so peaceful. Basically. There's a lot, but that's just, you can just go outside and ain't nobody gonna bother you, nobody's gonna rob you, you don't gotta worry about anything, everything just goes nice and smooth. It's just peaceful here.
Waffles.
Most hated Switch game you regret buying? Snake Pass is terrible. I think that's what it's
I
called.
remember that.
I bought it when it was one of the first games that came out, and I was like, okay, I'll play this, see what's up, everybody says it's good, it's just really not good.
Ryan Air. I'm not even going to say the questions, I'm just going to say words. A hot dog is not a sandwich.
What do you think of Virginia Beach? The only thing I
Garbage.
but all I know about Virginia Beach is the boardwalk area. I don't know what it's like to live there. You know what I mean? Like that's the two different things. Being a tourist in a place and living in a place are different. But I don't really think the boardwalk is great. It's just kind of
Somebody called you an aristocrat. Wow.
Wow, that's genius.
That's genius. An aristocrat. Good night.
Wow, 4:43, 4:34 in the morning.
It's a white person taco. A hot dog is a white person taco. Kind of seems right, because white people really like bread. God, they love bread.
You ever think about eating a sloppy Joe in just in a hot dog bun?
I'd be down.
Because then it wouldn't slop out. It would just be a Joe.
You gotta make it sloppy.
Good Mexican food in Tokyo does not exist, as far as I know.
You know, there's also a quality to good Mexican food that it needs to be reasonably priced, and that's what takes a lot of them out of the equation.
Yeah.
If I have to pay more than 1,000 yen for Mexican food, it's not Mexican food to me. Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe, look what you've
That's
done.
a deep cut.
Whoever wanted to hear singing has now heard some Book of Mormon and some Adam Sandler.
Hey Matthew, hope the farm is doing good. American or Japanese sushi? I wouldn't. It's not even a question.
What do you call it when somebody takes the culture?
Cultural appropriation?
Yeah.
I don't agree with cultural appropriation with food stuff, but yeah, I mean, like, really, like, when you think about, like, you know, like, there's no tomatoes in Italy until they went to the New World. So, like, we think of a pasta sauce as Italian, but it's really, like, tomatoes are from Mexico or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, cultural appropriation as far as food goes, I don't know, but American sushi is bad, guys. Sorry.
This white person sandwich thing is really funny to me.
Have you thought about opening up a restaurant? Yes. And the restaurant I want to open is in the Tokyo neighborhood, Omote Sando. And I want to open it, and I want it to be called Omote Sando. You have to see the way it's written in Japanese to see why that's so clever.
Also, I make good sandwiches,
You do make
so it would work really great. And I hate that we've thought about
this.
this.
It'd be like like honorific, mote, like holding a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Sando, like holding a sandwich.
It could totally be takeout too, because of the
I mean, mochi kaegi, you can make it, yeah.
What will it serve? We're definitely gonna have a BLT, a grilled cheese,
sandwiches.
And whatever crazy shit I think of, like peanut butter and grilled chicken sounds great. I'm pretty sure I can make it totally wonderful.
Is there a favorite food from Japan you cannot, or from America you can't get in Japan? Arby's.
Oh God. Is driving just a distant memory? I drove during the summer, and I actually got to drive a 10-seater van, which was really like big and colossal and intimidating, but I did a good job and had a lot of fun with it.
You drove in America, dude.
I did drive in America as well.
On your Japanese driver's license?
My Japanese driver's license with an international license that I got here in Japan, so that was pretty cool. So in America, I got to drive a Jeep, a Lincoln.
You drove a Tesla.
A different type of Jeep. I drove. I also drove a Tesla, and that was, wow. Some cool lady showed up at a party and was like, "Okay, well, I gotta go to the store," and I was like, "I'm gonna go with you." And I walked outside, and she's got a Tesla, and I was just like, dropped my brain. This was just like, oh my God. She's like, "You want to drive it?" I was like, "We just met." Yes.
People are mad at us about our Mexican food comment. But I mean, to be honest with you, probably haven't had real, honest to God, good Mexican food.
We're talking about better Mexican food.
We're kind of talking
Virginia
about like
Mexican food.
Virginia Mexican food or whatever. Yeah. But even Tokyo's game versus Virginia's game is not strong. The problem is that you go to a Mexican restaurant in Tokyo and you spend 3 times what you'd spend in Virginia and get worse Mexican food.
Yes.
That's what we mean by not being able to get good Mexican food for a reasonable price here. Even the bad Mexican food is overpriced.
How come you don't visit Korea more often, saving money for other trips?
Korea is cool, but I think that a lot of Korean people might be upset with me saying this. It is sort of close to Japan in the sense of like what you get out of traveling there. It's not obviously it's not exactly the same. A lot of the food is different, but the landscape's kind of the same. The weather is kind of the same. Like
And if I had to
the
think
vibe
of,
is kind of the same.
if I had to think of a country that we've kind of been to
A lot
most of the significant parts of it,
It's
I
weird.
would say, wow. And I'm not saying we got into the country and we were hanging out with like super locals and we know everything. Far from that. I'm just saying like we did the gamut as we traveled through it, and
But of nearby countries, if I had the opportunity to go back, I'd go to Taiwan first. I feel like I've really explored less of Taiwan than Korea.
yeah, Taiwan sounds fun.
Mhm.
Sorry, Korea.
Next video, I'm not sure. It's going to be a Kauai video, but I'm not sure when it'll be ready.
Ever thought of going to North Korea? Yes, we have. Don't really want to benefit the situation, so no, we won't.
But essentially, we don't want the money to go to the government,
Yeah.
so it's just not a thing
Like,
for
it's
us.
funny to get your laughs, but at the same
Laughs.
time, yeah, because I mean, everybody's going to North Korea. Oh, people might be going for other reasons. Never
Yeah.
mind.
But yeah, it's just the situation's too shady.
What splurge purchase you want to make right now?
I want a lava lamp.
He wants a lava lamp. I want wireless headphones,
Like earbud things.
earbuds. So we kind of been looking into that, but I also feel like I shouldn't order them right now.
I was thinking about going hitchhiking when Katie was going to be in America for a little bit, or when she was there, but I didn't go because of the current situation in the world. And yeah, now obviously it's not really a good time to go try to catch a ride.
People miss the theme song.
I hear that a lot.
Pandemic mascots, probably just the Red Cross. And that does have a mascot, by the way,
Yeah, it does. It's the guy with
with the butt plugs.
your dad said that his head looks like it's got butt plugs on it.
I was like, things to know about Dad. Great.
A podcast. I don't know. I don't think that I have enough interesting stuff to say.
I can talk.
You
You
can,
want to
but
talk? But I'll talk about
podcasting's hard,
graham
man.
crackers, guys.
Podcasting's hard.
I don't know if you want to talk about graham crackers. Corona-chan.
Corona-chan.
I can see it in my head.
We have
Because there's going to be a stigma with like people who haven't gotten it and have gotten it, and they're going to need a mascot to make people feel okay.
I've seen a couple people asking about like selling t-shirts and merch. So one of the things with that is that it's really difficult to ship internationally, and something we had problems with last time is when we shipped the shirts to people in the UK charged them basically 100% import tax on the shirt. So all these people got these shirts and had to pay more than that. I mean, we can't control that. There's nothing we can do about that. So that was kind of honestly a little bit frustrating. Some people just wouldn't pay it. I don't blame them. So then the shirts just got shipped back, and then we felt bad about like the whole situation and refunded them, and it just turned into this big thing. So it's just, I don't know how to get around like the international like shipping and all that stuff is complicated.
So people are asking if you would take me hitchhiking, and I think he certainly would take me hitchhiking. But when I think about it, I'm okay with not going hitchhiking. Somebody gave you lava lamp monies. Ezekiel, your lava lamp will be named Ezekiel. Oh, that's so great. I think that the hitchhiking thing, I don't know if it's it's not that I don't feel comfortable with it. Like I know I'd get in there and I'd have fun, but I'm not excited about it in the way that Eric is excited about it. And at the same time, it gives us adventures on our own. And I know that it's great to have adventures together, and we do have adventures together, but it's nice to have adventures on your own.
So anything you wouldn't eat even for money? One of those pangolin things that started this whole mess? I probably wouldn't eat one of those things at this point. Is that how you say that? Pangolin? He looks like an artichoke with legs?
Yeah, I might eat it.
You better be careful.
The bear toaster is not still toasting.
No,
We got a cow toaster after that, and the cow toaster doesn't toast anymore. Now we actually have like a not a convection oven, but a big toaster.
People saying helicopters. What that was is a highway kind of outside of our building, and it was a truck going by with like the gear shifted down or whatever makes that noise. It's funny that you guys could hear that. It wasn't that loud here.
I didn't even notice it. If they were just putting helicopters, I would have been like, oh, crazy people.
I would probably not hitchhike in the United States now. I'd be sketched out about it. Whether or not it's actually dangerous, it's probably not as dangerous. I've learned that the world isn't as dangerous as most people think it is, but I still would be a little sketched out about that. Pangolins are endangered. I didn't know that.
Oh, maybe I won't eat them.
Yeah, don't eat endangered things.
Mm-hmm.
Jackbreak. Oh, that's right. I've heard that one before.
Jake break is what they were.
Oh yeah, Jake.
Next major solo adventure. It's kind of interesting that we don't do solo adventures. Do you know why? Because I suck at videoing things. Oh my god. I guess I did one with that video with my dad, but I realized like I'm very forgetful, utterly forgetful. Like I'm distracted by sugar. Like
you gotta be focused, man.
Yeah.
But you did okay. You did okay. You've done some videos on your own mistakes that have come out okay. That's all right.
Yeah. I need to keep coaching myself.
Pangolins are the most trafficked animal in the world. Did we subscribe to Pangolin Facts? It's interesting.
Why would people? Is it tasty?
You must be tasty. Tastes like artichokes.
Using the Jake is lazy driving, according to my dad. Dads tell it straight.
Maybe PBS has a documentary about penguins. Maybe we'll look that up. Pangolin is like an artichoke with legs.
Then they're hypothesizing that the COVID-19 came from someone ingesting this animal.
And it somehow like ate a bat or something? I don't know.
It ate a bat? Oh
something
my god.
Like that. Or like they were stored in the same cage or something and the bat poop went into the pangolin. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't know the gas price here, but I know the gas price in Virginia is like upper $1. Favorite quality about each other. I actually wanted to play this game, so we got Noah. All right, Noah, pick a letter.
You just got earbud money.
Earbuds. Oh, thanks. I'm excited, but I'm nervous about it because
you
gotta get the right ones, and basically Eric picks the right ones. If I leave it to myself, I'll get the okay. So he chose P.
What is P? What is the P?
Your favorite quality about the other person, starting with P.
It's gotta be penis.
I don't have one. And I like that you actually have to think about it because somebody could just be like, I like because he's tall. So P. It's weird, but I think you'd be a really good parent. Like, I think that your potential to be a parent is intriguing. Like, you think about things in a way that I don't think about things, and I think that would just be really good. I could see you teaching something to someone or to me. You might already be a parent to me. I don't know, but I see that.
I taught Katie recently that when you bite a cookie, if you suck in a little bit, the crumbs don't go everywhere. She's like, oh wow, look at that, it's genius.
I have since not used this mechanic.
I was like sitting in her lap yesterday, like my head down, and she was eating something, and she was like, you're in the crumb zone, be careful.
Kids equals no more videos.
Basically.
Straight talk. I like giving it straight.
And I was talking about how like setting up a light here so we could film inside would be a big shift in our lifestyle.
Is it like I'm just gonna be straight. Like Eric would be great at teaching a kid, but I don't feel like I'm gonna produce like lovely offspring.
What do you mean?
I don't know, they're just gonna look weird. So I'm just like, I don't need one of those weird things. Like, I don't think I'm gonna produce something that's gonna be like, that I would go, wow, that's beautiful, or, oh, that's a really good specimen of a human. It's just gonna be weird. Do people feel like that about their kids that they have?
Did you ever see look at your kid and that's a weird looking kid? You know, I mean, maybe you think it, but you'd never be allowed to say it.
Somebody, they said you could adopt me, and I didn't read the me part, I just read that you could adopt, and I was like, it'd be really rude to go to an orphanage and be like, you're cute, you're not, you're cute.
Like at the Humane Society.
Yeah.
What would you miss about Japan? Probably immediately food.
I'm not still working out in the mornings. What I've been doing, I go for walks. When we moved into this apartment, I never really got into the groove of exercising on the hard floors. I guess we had hard floors before, but it just didn't click. I did in America because I thought I was going to get chubby.
You had like a yoga mat.
Yeah.
We don't have that anymore.
I do it sometimes. I have like the little puzzle pieces they have for like squishy flooring that go at the
preschools
and stuff. I have 2 bits of that, and if I do like sit-ups or stuff like that, I use that. But I haven't done it very much. I like going out and doing the walk instead.
Ever thought about doing stand-up? I don't know. I think I could get up on a stage and tell a story, but I don't know if I could do a stand-up routine. I think that's a different art form.
Y'all would be great parents. Wash your hands. Stay safe. Eric has actually been teaching me how to wash my hands, and we come inside. I watched a video of how to wash your hands. This is my favorite move.
This one?
Yeah, I love this.
I don't think I've told you this. When I fall asleep lately, I've been putting my hands together like this.
You've told me this like 6 or 7 times. I know about you, how you fall
asleep. Remember what I tell you? Do you ever watch your old videos? Basically never. No.
I think maybe we'll watch them when we're old dudes.
We are old dudes.
Oh, in a few days
We've been making videos for over 10 years.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Thumbs washing. How do you do it? Like this? Or is it a circle? Or are they just clacking together?
Sorry about the blurry camera, guys. I don't know what to do. If I touch it.
You can show your kids your videos to keep them occupied. Man. Favorite area of Japan? I like Tokyo.
Somebody likes stomach organ attack. Awesome. We seen that video about hand washing out of Vietnam. Yeah, it's like a music video. I saw that. I don't think you've seen it. Is KYDE the original spelling of your name?
No. Somebody actually asked why it's like that earlier. I saw the question, but then it got flooded with thoughts and stuff. I just chose how to spell my name when I was in 6th grade, and there you have it.
And what's cool about it is it makes it easy to Google.
Oh, they're asking about my brace that I was wearing. I don't wear the brace anymore. My back is totally fine now, but the brace was the answer to supporting my spine and letting those muscles actually relax. And I didn't sleep in the brace. I would take the brace off at nighttime and sleep right. Top 3 things to do in Tokyo.
Oh man.
Definitely go up to the governmental buildings to get a free view.
It's because it's free, it's cool.
Just because it's free, and I kind of like the buildings. The buildings are cool.
I think go to a neighborhood that doesn't seem like it's remarkable, get off the train and just walk around.
Yeah.
Like, especially if you're not like living in Japan, you're not really super into it. Food, of course, is really, you could eat yourself to death in this city.
I'm big on ramen right now.
But yeah, just go to a neighborhood, just be on the train going to a destination and just get off at a random station. And get off and just walk around and see what people live like and stuff. Mm-hmm. I think that applies to every city in the world, though. How was teaching? Teaching was... I found the experience to be amazing with the kids and stuff. I've worked at like a elementary age level, and I worked not in a public school, but directly with like these kids and stuff. It wasn't like... I was a teacher straight up. I wasn't like an assistant teacher, which I think is usually what you do if you're a jet. So my experience is a little different, but I found it incredibly rewarding. I thought the kids were awesome and that the company was terrible. And that tends to be what most people who do teaching come out of it with. Like the corporate side of it and working with the management is usually pretty terrible, but the actual experience with the students is good. And that's my take on it.
We don't have bicycles anymore, and somebody asked about your tattoos. His tattoos don't have meaning in the sense of like, oh, you put like this doodle on your arm or whatever, and you can't tell what it looks like. Like, these are spaceships from the Gemini, Mercury, and Apollo missions, and they just is there like a meaning past that other than
space.
Like
space is cool.
Dudes out in the unknown doing things is amazing.
I think we're gonna give this. I feel like the pace is slowing down.
Yeah, I was gonna end in about 5 minutes.
We're gonna do 5 more minutes. So if you have anything, shoot it at us. You got 5 minutes.
Because I am dang hungry, and let me tell you, that grilled cheese screaming my name.
Somebody said that they got off at the wrong stop at 9 p.m. in a wrong neighborhood in Japan. There are no dangerous neighborhoods in Japan, don't worry. You might look kind of weird or whatever, but it's not dangerous, I promise.
I only like one song by Owl City, and more than likely it's the most poppiest one, and they have it in karaoke.
I don't even know what that is. Is it a band or something?
Yeah. Actually, the kids at the junior high school taught me about it because I did like a song off during whatever. For some reason, they liked that song. They knew about that song, and I was surprised that they knew about the song by Owl City. And so I learned about a lot of songs that they nominated to be what they wanted to learn in class. How was going to the doctor in Japan? Different and difficult.
It depends on the doctor, but yeah, I mean, it can be.
How long it took you to learn Japanese? Haven't learned.
Yeah.
In the sense that you can never fully learn that shit. Somebody asked about my personality, and I don't know.
A stream every week. I think it would become difficult to do a stream every week. It just feels like I don't know if the novelty would wear off, and I don't think it would be interesting. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think that definitely would be true, and we'd have to make them shorter. 2-hour bursts of Katie Fireflies, yes. 2-hour bursts of Katie and Eric every weekend is probably not necessary.
Somebody asked if we had ever seen the Aurora Borealis, and we have not seen the Aurora Borealis. It's something I really would like to see. Have you ever seen it? You went to Alaska when you were younger.
No, I have not seen it. Or I saw it from an airplane, but it wasn't what I was expecting from that view.
Airplane, or?
Yeah. At least I thought I did.
People say any plans coming home to the U.S. Home is kind of Japan at this point, so we don't have any plans to go to the U.S. now.
A video of favorite ramen. If you want to send money, you could subscribe to Patreon or what's the other thing?
PayPal.
PayPal, yeah.
Yeah, there's links in our video descriptions for PayPal and our Patreon.
My favorite ramen is the next one that's going in my mouth. Woo!
Looks like dragons dancing across the sky, the aurora. Yeah, it sounds like it would be amazing.
Grilled cheese with a fried egg in the middle. That's kind of crazy.
People have asked us to do like daily videos or more frequent videos about what's going on in Japan. I don't really have a lot to say about like what's going on in Japan as far as like lockdowns and stuff, because I don't feel like I'm an expert on it, and I don't want to spread information to people that isn't accurate. So I'm kind of apprehensive to talk about it very much, because it's changing so frequently that if I make a video about it today, tomorrow it could be completely different. I think it's more important if it's important for you to like check like with local authorities or whatever, or news organizations. NHK World has English. You can look that up if you're interested about what's happening here. I've also been watching, if you look at Shibuya live cam or Asakusa live cam, you can see what it looks like in Japan. I've been doing that with cities around the world actually. It's been cool to see levels of quarantine that have been happening in different places. I found a live cam in Paris. I found one in Times Square. I've been watching that stuff. It's been kind of interesting to see that. Find fun high school experiences. My high school students went to Japan. Awesome. That's great.
That is amazing.
Yeah, very cool.
Way to go.
It's really cool when people ask us about, or when people see things in our videos and go and do them. I love that. I love when they enjoy them. That's really cool to pass that along.
Vietnamese isn't super common, but it is represented here in Japan, and they're doing it wrong. It's not good.
The food.
They're getting the noodles, they're getting the soup right, but the condiments are not what you need.
Yeah.
Day in the life. Oh, we could do a day in the life for quarantine.
It'd just be like me sitting.
It would just be sitting at the computer.
In Animal Crossing.
It would be great. My favorite website right now is the karaoke database website.
Onigiri Bongo. They went to Bongo because of us. That's awesome. I love that. It's great.
I got chills just thinking about that, because I know that you got really great food and probably had a wonderful experience, minus whether you had to wait in the line for a real long time.
I would love to go to Antarctica. It's just very, very expensive. And yet, then you have to take a cruise. And back in cruises.
The giant poo is looking pretty giant right now.
It's floating. Always floating.
I got my t-shirt at Target when I was in America.
Do they sell those at Taco Bell?
I don't think so. I don't think they sell merch at Taco Bell.
We wanted to go to copy a wine and pizza. Oh, you can't go to Venice. That's terrible. I've really been thinking about Venice lately. I really like it there.
The illuminated teeth, I don't have them anymore. I sent one to my dad, and I sent the others to. Oh, actually, I gave 2 to my friends, and then I bought one and sent it to my dad.
Kaya has both of them.
Yeah, Kaya was really excited about those, and I was like, I want to give these to somebody who's excited. Quarantine cooking video won't be very exciting. It's just we're eating the regular things we eat every day. Because we eat staple foods. It's really not exciting at all.
Okay, I think we're gonna wrap it up. It's 12 o'clock and I'm
It's
starving.
12 o'clock.
All I had was that banana for breakfast. Thank you everybody for coming.
This was super fun.
I
am totally addicted to this. Like,
I don't know how.
Insert question, output thought. Insert question, output thought. Oh god.
I feel like I don't know how to keep the pace going.
If somebody gave me food, I would just keep going. But there's no one to just give me food.
Good news. Good news. Have you had any straight bee juice?
No.
Have a hit.
I'm not trying to be an enabler. An enabler. I can't put B in there.
Bee in there. Try to get me in there.
An enabler.
All right, so maybe we'll try to get some equipment to make it so that we can do this a little bit better next time. Maybe with like a cable to my other camera, and then the focus won't be all crazy. So I appreciate everybody putting up with that. Hopefully everything else was okay. Can understand us, etc. Straight from the Venus, and Venus. All right, I have to go around here to push the button because the phone is turned around.
I will remain.
Bye, everyone.
I had a good time, everybody.
I don't know what button to push.
He's gonna push him.
I got to take the phone off the thing.
The world's about to get shaky.
And
don't be jealous on my boogie. Don't be jealous on my boogie.